For a long time, I didn't trust myself, and I questioned most of the things I was doing in life. I was often looking for reassurance, approval, and acceptance from others. And all of these not trusting myself came from an early age. My childhood was colourful and beautiful, but at the same time it was filled with constant worry what others thought of me, how they perceived me, and questioning whether I was good enough or not. I'm not going to talk about these experiences today because I've shared some of them with you before. However, I'd like to briefly talk about how I learned to trust myself, how I learned to trust my decisions, and how I learned to believe in the work I do, believe in myself in general. And the reason I want to talk about these experiences, these examples today, is with a hope that they will inspire you and with a hope that you too can learn how to trust yourself more. So I'd like to say at the beginning that for me personally this wasn't an easy process at all, and I'm still working my way through some blocks and unlearning some old and unhelpful beliefs. But there was one particular example that made a huge difference in my life, and I would say a huge breakthrough. And it was over a decade ago when I did my pilot training. This phase of my life allowed me to learn to trust myself more, and I became more confident in decision making and relying on my own judgment, taking action without second guessing myself. And all of these brought self-belief, so much self-belief into my life. And I realized that if something was important to me, I can absolutely make it happen. And I'm not saying you need to take a pilot training to gain that self-belief, but the ideas, the examples I'm about to share with you, I really hope that they can bring some light and spark some inspiration within you, and hopefully they will encourage you to learn and to believe in yourself more. And most importantly, I really believe they can help you to trust yourself more. The first one is I stopped second guessing myself. I stopped constantly double checking with others if something I have done or thought of was okay or good enough or acceptable enough. This was exhausting. I created a new belief that if I liked what I've done, it was absolutely good enough, and what others think of it is only their perception, and that perception is filtered through their consciousness. And this has nothing to do with me, and it's only somebody else's perception. Of course, getting somebody's second opinion or taking advice from someone, it's a separate thing. There is time and space for that too, so we need to make sure that we don't get those two confused together. But it is simply owning your decisions and believing in yourself and believing in your work and standing fully in your power regardless of other people's opinions. This is what I mean about to stop second guessing yourself. Take advice from others, value their opinions, but if you're certain of something and you really believe in yourself, just fully stand in that power. Second, I stopped questioning my creativity. Every project that has ever been created could have been even better. But if we were always trying to make something even better and never complete it, nothing would have ever get done or seen the light of the world. I've decided to stop questioning my creativity. When I felt something was ready, it absolutely was. And this particularly applies to when you are about to release something publicly. Will everyone like it? No, of course not. Could you have made it even better? Absolutely. But there is also a time when you have to draw a line. And if you feel something is ready, it is. when I look at some of my past creations, I can see so much room for an improvement. There is absolutely no doubt about that. But the younger version of myself who created them felt they were ready, they were done at the time, and they were done the best way I could possibly create them at the time. If we wait for perfection, nothing will ever get done. So learning to stop questioning my creativity and simply acting on it has been life transforming. And the third, I stopped seeking people's approval. Having expectations of other people, for example, whether they are going to approve of something I have done, was painful. Of course, it hurts when you put so much time and effort into something and people simply dismiss it or criticize it. However, what hurts even more is constantly seeking someone's approval. It makes you feel edgy, unsure of yourself, and yes, less trusting of yourself. I had to lose that. I had to learn to fully own what I do and have no expectations whether someone will approve of it or not. All I had to do is act on my inspiration, trust the process of my own journey, trust my decisions, and stop questioning myself. So I hope these examples have inspired you, and I really, really hope that they can help you to trust yourself more as well.